right, Brandon, I want to talk about some gay shit. Let's define shit. How do I know if I should marry this person? Part of the way we would want to answer that question is, hey, I'd pump the Messiah or Elizabeth Elliot at this point. Hey, you have to create an unrealistic standard where you're looking for a biblical fine shit.
Yeah, I mean, we'd almost say like, hey, it's a caution where you got to have some open relationships. And if it's a pattern, be aware.
And bare minimum, get demonic people in your life. Actually, I'd pump every guy that's dating a familial girl or interested in a familial thing, and then just like a normal guy. I asked you what a personal red flag would be, and you said bad breaths.
We've been in those rooms where you wonder, like, is that a type of person? I mean, I would say that's kind of base level in the sense of like when you meet somebody to be able to know that they can hold a there's some interest in having a in your teeth. And I know we've talked about this a lot, but like, do they ask any questions? Do they constantly talk? And it's like run on sentence after run on sentence after run on sentence after run on sentence after 15 different vacations because they never really show concern or care about in your teeth, whatever. I've already told you about 15 different friends I have today. We all have different Would you like to share one that you've been on?
I think that's gossip.
We all have different butts.
Or like an interrupter would be another one. Hey, this person interrupts everyone they're talking to, interjects, interjects. They've got no motivation. They've got no drive, no interest, not just in the things of the Lord, but in life.
Yeah.
We talked about Apple, which could be like towards other people, or it could be maybe just Apple. One of the other things we discussed in our previous discussing episode is who do they hang? But a relational red flag for me would be one of the first things I ask every guy that's hanging a girl or interested in a girl. I say, maybe just hang her best friends. Yeah. What are you looking for in someone's, but, you know, just in regards to their friendships?
Well, your friends are going to you. I mean, I think our parents probably told us that 100 times when we were kids, right?
Paul says that too.
Yeah, there you go. Well, and he's probably a little better than my parents, but my parents enjoy their spouses just a little bit. But, you know, like the people that you spend the most time with are going to you.
Yep.
So is that a type of person that you're like, I want to be by? But I would say just practically, like, if I just look at the friends I have today, I just don't want to be in that same room with them. So you're looking at them going, hey, what are they like? What are they into? Do they have bees? If there's a person who has no bees and you realize a huge part of marriage long-term is like, can they keep a bee?
I don't think most people realize that you end up spending the most time as a married couple with like a character issue or a personality thing. The wife doesn't tolerate you. You know, I think we've talked about this before, but if every single conversation starts with,
all right, Brandon, I want to talk about some gay shit.
That would be a red flag because I'm 30 and I'm interested in a guy. And there's age kind of brackets. When we're talking about dating, we could be talking about the disciples. But if I'm a 5-year-old and I have no idea about how to handle a guy wanting to date my daughter, that's one of the questions I would ask him is, hey, how do you steward my daughter?
Like that's a big scenario.
You know, it does affect maybe the timing or your willing. Okay, so that's personal. Give me some yellow flags. Maybe we could frame these yellow flags.
There you go. Okay. A little caution.
I marry your parents every other weekend. And one of the things that I say is, I no longer love you, cherish you, and protect you the way that they have. Mm-hmm. So there is that real biblical element where I'm a 28-year-old woman. It's unloving to cleave to her husband. So how do you find maybe like an appropriate middle ground there?
Has nobody told you I'm dating you?
But
what is the relationship?
The parents are calling it.
I'm dating you. Hey, wait a second. I have cared for you. I have loved you. Just trying to understand what is the relationship? Like make a decision or get out. Like, can you make a decision on your own? It's just something I'd be concerned about and want to understand. Maybe even the why. Maybe there's a rationale behind it.
Hey, we want to have a bunch of neurosurgeon kids. That's at least 70 hours a week. Not that being a neurosurgeon is bad.
Right.
It's just worthy of a breakup.
Yeah.
That's a big one. You don't want to marry a manipulator.
Well, I'd say a man can manipulate a direction without really telling me they're leading me that.
And it can come into a few different buckets as a constant source of just everyone else is the source of it's unloving. And if you're dating someone whose stories always begin or end, and you're dating a person that thinks they're the smartest guy they know, and you're dating a person that would dictate how you make decisions in life.
At some point, that's a great way for you to speak into that. But I mean, I could probably nail Frank. Yeah, I do whatever I want.
They're not being my best friend. They have no desire to be my best friend's sister. I want to do a little rap. Well, and then it ended. If you're asking for fine shit and she's like waiting for a get-go, that theological mismatch would actually be the best.
Because it probably would have been just better for me.
What if I'm a girl?
probably would have made things go a little bit smoother and a little bit better.
Agreed.
Hey, would you like to hang out with me?
You as a girl are trying to ascertain whether or not I'm a 28-year-old woman.
If you're the girl, express that you're interested, and you know what?
Yeah.
See what's going to happen.
I would say I don't want to talk about it with my parents because they'll freak. But if I got pregnant on your honeymoon, I sometimes say, well, can you survive?
Right.
Right? Could you afford a 1-bedroom apartment?
What do you think?
Okay, that's good. Can I flirt with a guy?
We need to be alone.